Hello everyone. Welcome to another video of the series Star Sectors of the Month. In this series, we look at the top and worst performing sectors of the upcoming month based on last 10 years performance of all the sectors in the Indian share market. I have analyzed and ranked the sectors based on two criterias: returns and consistency. So let's see the best and worst sectors for the upcoming month of October. Before moving on, please read the entire disclaimer carefully. This video is for educational purpose only. There is no buy, hold, or sell recommendation anywhere in this video. So the first criteria that I have used for analysis is the returns. This graph shows the average returns over the last 10 years of top 5 broader indices of the Indian share market for the month of October. This blue bar over here shows the returns, average returns of Nifty 50, which is 0.59%. This one, Nifty Next 50, is 0.20%. This is Nifty mid cap, which is 1.09%, so comparatively good returns. Nifty small cap 250, 1.51%, again good returns. And Nifty 500, 0.68%, so it's okayish result returns. So not very good, not very bad, almost an average returns in the month of October. And October is ranked 8th in terms of returns amongst all the 12 months. So again, not a very good month in terms of returns historically. Let's move on and see the best 10 sectors in terms of returns. So this graph shows the best 10 sectors in terms of returns. The green bar in this graph for every sector, it represents the returns. The dark green line over here represents the number of years with positive returns, and the red line represents the number of years with negative returns. So let's take an example of alcoholic beverages. Alcoholic beverages sector gives return of 5.77% average return. Six times in the last 10 years, this sector has given positive returns, and four times this sector has given negative returns in the month of October. Let's see petrochemical sector. In petrochemical sectors, the average returns are 7.04% in the month of October, five times positive, five times negative. So same for all. So let's see the top three out of these 10 sectors. So the third sector at number three is glass and glass product sector with 6.97% average returns in October. Eight times out of 10 years, the sector has given positive returns in the month of October. At number two is petrochemical sector. Petrochemical sector average returns 7.04%, five times positive returns, five times negative returns in October. And the best sector is air transport service sector with 8.94% returns, seven times positive and three times negative returns in the month of October historically. Let's move on and see the worst 10 sectors in terms of returns. So this graph shows the worst 10 sectors. Again, this shows the returns in percentage. Uh, the green line shows the number of years with positive returns, and red line shows number of years with negative returns. So, for example, auto ancillaries average returns in the month of October is 0.05%, six time positive returns, four time negative returns. Pharmaceuticals 0.27% average returns, five positive, five negative. Plantation and products minus 0.29% returns, four positive and six negative. Okay, let's see the worst three. At number three is plantation and plantation product sector with minus 0.29% average returns over the last 10 years in the month of October. Four times only this sector has given positive returns in October and has given negative returns six times. At number two is FMCG. Now, FMCG might be surprising, but it is what it is. The average returns in the month of October for FMCG sector is minus 0.71%. Only three times this sector has given positive returns in the month of October. October being a start of the festival season in India, it's quite shocking to me as well, but it is what it is. And seven times the sector has given negative returns in October. And the worst of all the sector is the quick service restaurant sector with minus 3.61% returns. Only four times the sector has given positive returns in October, and six times it has given negative returns. Again, a surprising candidate here, because I assumed that quick service restaurant would have a higher demand during the festive season, and I thought that it would have actually given a positive returns in the month of October, but history suggests that it doesn't. Okay, let's move on to the next analysis criteria, which is the consistency. Now we have seen the top and worst based on the consistency, based on the analysis criteria of returns. Now let's see the top and worst based on the analysis criteria of consistency. So now this graph shows how consistent the top five broader indices historically are in the month of October. Nifty 50 seven times has given positive returns in October. Nifty Next 50 six times. Nifty Mid Cap eight times. Nifty Small Cap six times, and Nifty 500 seven times. So it's better. It seems better than the similar graph that we have seen in terms of returns. Let's see where it stands. So it ranked four. So not bad, not bad. So th- October, it seems, is a consistent month for these sectors. Although the returns are not very high, but they are consistent. Okay, let's move on and see the best 10 sectors in terms of consistency. Now, this graph shows the best 10 sectors in terms of consistency for the month of October. Now, in this graph, this bar over here, it shows the number of years with positive returns, the green portion of it, and the red portion shows the number of years with negative returns. For example, for this cable sector, this sector has given positive returns nine times, negative returns only once, and the actual returns have been represented by this blue line over here. And so for cable sector, the returns, average returns are 5.35. Let's take another example. Let's take finance. So for the finance sector, this sector has given negative returns only twice, positive returns eight times in the last 10 years in the month of October, and the average returns are 1.56%. Let's take another example, refractories. Again, eight positive returns, two negative returns, and average returns of 4.92%. Now let's see the top three sectors based on consistency. At number three is glass and glass products with 6.97, but more importantly, eight times in the last 10 years, this sector has given positive returns in the month of October. It has given negative returns only twice. At number two is stock and commodity brokers with 4.91% returns. But again, more importantly, nine times out of last 10 years, this sector has given positive returns. Now, this could be because October being a uh, festive season, people might invest more in the market. That could be a reason for this. And only once the sector has given negative returns in the month of October. And at the number one, the best of all the sectors in terms of consistency for the month of October is cable sector. The returns, average returns are 5.35%, and nine times out of last 10 years, this sector has given positive returns in the month of October. Only once it has given negative returns. So very good. Now let's see the worst sectors in terms of consistency. Again, this graph, this green portion of this bar shows the number of years with positive returns. The red portion shows number of years with negative returns, and this blue line here shows the actual returns. So let's take the example of castings, forgings, and fasteners sector. This sector has given positive returns only four times in the last 10 years, negative returns six times, and average returns of 1.23%. Let's take an example, another example in of insurance. Five negative returns, three only three positive returns, and an average returns of 0.89. Now for insurance sector, we only have data available for 8 years, not 10 years. Hence, this is the case here. IT software, it is amongst the worst 10 sectors in terms of consistency. It has given negative returns six times, positive returns only four times, average returns of 0.54% in the month of October, and so on for every other sector. Let's pick the worst three of all. So the worst three sectors in terms of consistency, at number three is quick service restaurant. We have seen this in the in returns as well. Again, minus 3.61% returns, and only four times this sector has given positive returns in the month of October. It has given negative returns six times. At number two is insurance with 0.89%, but more importantly, only three times this sector has given positive returns. It has given negative returns five times in the last 8 years. And the worst of all the sector is FMCG. Although the returns are not disastrous, minus 0.7%, but the consistency is it has given positive returns only three times in the last 10 years. It has given negative returns seven times in the month of October over the last 10 years. Okay, so that is all from my side in this video. Please spread the word and share this video with all your friends and family so they too can actually take advantage of this unique information. I'll be back with the next video of the series in the last week of next month. Stay tuned, and in the meanwhile, watch other important educational and informative videos on my channel. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and comment. Subscribe to the channel. Goodbye for now.